What's up guys, Nintenjoel here once again, and it is time for a pickup video, but it is time for a lost pickup video. These are games that have just kind of been shoved aside in my little to-do box for a little while, and just haven't really gotten to. Some of these are so old I got them before I even moved, so they're literally months old. It's just kind of, I had better pickups to show. Not necessarily better pickups, but pickups from like friends and acquaintances that were, you know, good trades and stuff like that. A lot of these are just like, there's a few Nintendo sports games that I got for $1 each, and then there's, you know, some other stuff, but there is actually a couple good games, so don't get your hopes down. There's actually some really good games towards the end. But I got some good filler material for NES and stuff like that. But first I wanted to mention what I'm drinking. I'm drinking Total Domination IPA from Ninkasi. Why am I mentioning this and not on my other channel? By the way, I have another channel. Actually, I have several channels. But if you go to Joel's Beer Food Random, I do beer reviews on there. I've done a couple of them. Anyways, why am I mentioning this here and not there? Because I actually got this through a trade at Trade Night and never mentioned it. Totally freaking forgot. Total Domination IPA, very good IPA. Anyways, dude named Ryan traded me, no joke, 10 12 packs of Ninkasi. 8 of them were Total Domination IPA, and then I got a 24 pack of Made in the Shade, Made in the Shade, whatever, which I really enjoy also. And yeah, I traded some Genesis games for this. He works at a distribution company, so he gets free beer all the time, and he had literally too much sitting around. So I've been enjoying Total Domination for quite some time now. It's been a couple weeks, and I'm not tired of it. And the Maiden one is really good too. So anyways, that's my first pickup is, yeah, I no joke have 10 of these. Don't ask me how much I've drank already, because I like IPA a lot. Okay, so that's the first thing I got, and arguably the coolest thing that I got, actually. But it's non-game related. The best thing I got on here is actually a game I've been after for many, many years now. So that'll be the last thing I show you. But there's a couple other good ones here as well. First of all, I just have some cheapo Nintendo games, and I believe I got these from Haven for like $1 each. This is Bandai Golf. Nothing exciting there. It's just a golf game. And then we've got John Elway's Quarterback. I remember this dude. That's how old I am. But yeah, John Elway's Quarterback. It's just a football game, but you know, I'm just trying to kind of beef up the NES collection. And then we've got the very 80s looking hoops with your nice little obligatory interracial basketball player action going on there with some spray painted background. That is about the most 80s cover I have ever seen. And then we've got baseball. Oh, look at them pixelated dudes. They're having so much fun on the pixelated field, batting around a ball that's not even spherical. So much fun. Actually, a decent game. Another decent sports game, actually. Tecmo Bowl. I don't remember where I got this from, but I got it cheap. Maybe Haven. Who knows? No, I think I got Super Tecmo Bowl on Super Nintendo from him. I don't know. I'm not sure where this came from. But yeah, I used to have this complete in box. Didn't care. Actually got tired of this guy looking at me on my shelf, so yeah. No, I don't have that dude's ugly mug. And definitely the best Nintendo game that I got, for sure. And this was from GameStar. Ice Climber. They had this marked at $20, and I kept passing on it, but when I moved, I had like $60 trade credit left, so I got this and I think a couple other games, and ended up having still like $30 trade credit left that I need to use. Actually, no, I did use some of it, so I think I just have like a few bucks left, or maybe like 10 or 15. Anyways, let's see. Another GameStar purchase that I got was Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. Now, normally I kind of ignore the Lord of the Rings games, and they just seem like kind of standard, like action overhead games, maybe with a little bit of RPG elements. This is a tactical strategy game. That's pretty crazy. So, Lord of the Rings tactical strategy game, if you did not know about this, it is The Third Age. And yeah, I played a little bit, and it actually seems pretty fun, if a little stripped down for a strategy RPG. Okay, I got 2 things from Craigslist. I believe I got these from Craigslist. I'm not positive. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below if you happen to be the one that gave me these. But first of all, I'll show you this one first. We got Fantastic Voyage, a 20th Century Fox game. That's actually pretty cool. Don't remember if this is a movie or a show, but I remember the name for sure. But I have not tried this one yet, and I haven't tried this one yet either, but was really stoked to find this Donkey Kong Jr. on the 2600. Definitely not one of the cheaper games, Not really expensive. Atari games don't tend to be too expensive, except for, you know, the select few ridiculous titles, but this is one of those ones that I think is like between 10 and 20 bucks. So cool to get that. I'm pretty sure I got that when I met a lady in Gold Hill for a Game Boy Advance SP. Pretty sure. Not positive. And I don't know if I ever showed that, so maybe I'll show that in the next pickup video, because it's actually sitting directly behind the camera right now. Okay, so what do we have next? Oh, my girlfriend gave me this game out of her own little collection, because she's like always had a Super Nintendo collection, and she's had like quite a few games. Not quite a few, like maybe a dozen or so. I've gotten a few off of her, but Star Fox is one that she had left that she never plays. I used to have a complete in box copy of this, and I ended up trading it to someone for something, don't remember what. But now I can at least play it again, so thank you, Jessica. That's amazing. She's sitting right over there. Thanks, Jessica. She can't hear me, she has headphones on. Okay, and then right when we moved up here, I went to one thrift store. I've literally been to one thrift store since we moved up here. At least that I can remember. Maybe... No, I have gone to Goodwill, and I found like an Xbox 360 controller, but that's all I can really think of. Not many video game stores so far up here. I've been more busy working and doing other things, but I did find a copy of X-Men Legends on PS2, complete in box, and I believe this was $2, so that is cool. This game actually looks really fun, so I'm stoked on that. I have X-Men Legends 2, I want to say on GameCube, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it's PS2. Nope, GameCube. So yeah, now I have 1 and 2 just on different systems. And then, let's see, oh, there's actually a couple more things that my girlfriend got for me. I believe Jessica picked this up at a Goodwill, and I want to say it was $5. It has no manual, but Okami on Wii, a game I've definitely been wanting to play. I'd rather have the PS2 version, but this will do for now. Once I get the PS2 version, I'll probably trade this one out, but that was cool of her to pick that up for me at Goodwill. And then this is another one that she picked up for me, and I swear that she said she picked this up from somebody in our group, and she didn't know it until she met him. Maybe it was Garrett? I want to say it was Garrett. But Mario Kart Wii, complete in box. I have no joke been after this game since I've had a Wii, but it's always overpriced. I have literally never found it for cheap. I found it one time and the disc was missing. So anyways, Mario Kart Wii is complete in box. But yeah, always overpriced. So I never even got to experience this game until really recently, and I have to say, quite impressed. Okay, let's move on to Ranger X, a very unique game. I got this from GameStar, and I don't remember how much it was. I want to say like $20, but the label is like almost brand new. I mean, it seriously doesn't even have maybe tiny little scuffs on it, but so slight you can't even barely see it. It's near perfect. Ranger X is a strange game, though. It's kind of a, I want to say almost like a run-and-gun game mixed with a, like, side-scrolling shooter, but you can, like, ride on this little, like, board, this, like, skateboard thing, and the controls are really crazy, and it's kind of hard to get into, but it seems pretty cool. It seems like something I just need to spend a little bit more time with. It reminded me this much of Rocket Knight Adventures, just a little bit, and I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, so this I got before I moved also, and this was actually, believe it or not, a GameStop purchase, I'm pretty damn sure. And greatest hits, that kind of sucks, but I've been meaning to play this for a long time. Ni no Kuni, and if you know me on Facebook, you know that I've been ranting and raving about this game, or at least I was. The disc is sitting in my PS3 right now, but it is complete in box. And this is the game. This is a game that has so much charm just oozing out of it. It is absolutely crazy. My only complaint would be that I like spending more time in the like city world, you know, more like modern day world, than the fantasy world that he's involved in. But that's kind of a minor complaint. Everything about this just oozes old RPG. It kind of reminds me of like Dragon Quest VIII a little bit, where it's just like totally beautiful looking, awesome music, the graphics are just amazing, but it's kind of an old school play. And you get little creatures that help you, you can summon one at a time for battle, and you have magic, and it's just a lot of fun. It's just a very, very fun game. Alright, so, okay, here's an interesting one, for sure. I got this Odyssey 2 game, complete in box. Alien Invaders Plus. I've never had one of these before. I got this from a dude named Matt that's in our group, and this was actually right around when I was moving. In fact, I think it was on our way to come up here to look for a house. It's got the little tab intact. I don't know if you've ever seen these, but the game cartridges have these little handles, which is pretty darn cool. And yeah, this game's in real good condition. Label's peeling up a tiny bit, but I can fix that. Box is just so cool. This is really neat. So why did I get an Odyssey 2 game? Well, because I got an Odyssey 2. And I've had this for months, and I never tested it. I never tested it until today, because I didn't have the little attachment piece that went to this to coaxial. And then I found one just sitting in a drawer because I was thinking about it, and I was like, I actually have an Atari piece like that. And so I grabbed that, plugged it in right before this video, and lo and behold, it works. Strange though, when I play, this is the controller I use, the right controller instead of the left controller. Not really sure why, but you choose the game with the numbers, so maybe because I chose 2 or something? I don't even know. But anyways, this is kind of like an Atari. Graphically, it seems like to me. I've only have played the one game, but it seemed pretty cool. I don't know if I'm keeping that or not. It's honestly been sitting in a box for months. This game has been sitting, just waiting to be shown on this channel. And then, who knows, I might actually trade that. I'm not sure, because honestly, with how small this house is, I don't have room for a ton of consoles, and especially consoles I don't use. I literally have not plugged in my Atari 2600. I don't think I've plugged in my original Xbox, my 360. I haven't plugged in, I don't think, my Saturn or my Dreamcast in this house. So that's a lot of systems. Oh, or my N64. So that's a lot of systems that I have been neglecting just because of space issues. Right now, my TurboGrafx, my Retron 5, my PS3, my PS2, and I have a Super Nintendo hooked up in the living room. That's what's hooked up right now. But yeah, there's just no room. Anyways, one more thing I did get from him, though. Definitely keeping this. Eternal Eyes on PlayStation. And at first I thought this didn't work. Oh, and I actually did get something from him that didn't work. That was a PS2, a fat PS2 Black. I forgot to show that. And I need to get it repaired. There's something wrong with it. It's not quite booting correctly, and it won't read the discs. But Eternal Eyes is a tactical RPG, and at first, for some reason, would not play when I popped it in, and the disc is like super, super clean, and it's complete in box. Got a little bit of like wear right here, but tried it recently and worked mysteriously, and I tried it multiple times and it worked. I have no idea, so whatever. This I don't know where I got it from. Thank you, Matt, for that stuff. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Nice and complete in box, in very nice shape, and I love this game. I love Tony Hawk 1 and 2. Those are 2 games that you would not think that I would love, but I do. And another PS game. Oh man, a surprise too. I was just talking about this on Southern Oregon Retro Gamers. Project Overkill. This is an amazing game, and it's super cheap. It's like $10. This is what you'd get if you combined like Smash TV with like True Lies. It's just like a run and gun overhead game, but it's isometric view. The world kind of reminds me of Shadowrun, just the way it looks, which makes me so happy. The Super Nintendo version. And it's just full of blood. You walk around through blood, and like your footsteps carry the little bloody footprints, and there's ammo everywhere, a ton of different weapons. There's like 4 characters to choose from. This game, I have no ideas why it's so cheap, but I got this at GameStar. Dude was selling some games, and I can't remember why they didn't take this, or they didn't offer him enough, but I just offered him $5, and he's like, sure, this is like a $10 game, folks. If you could walk away from this episode with one freaking thing to know, this is a worthy purchase. I had so much fun with this just last night. So good. In fact, this is kind of one of the reasons that I'm doing this pickup video finally, is just because I wanted to talk about this amazing isometric run and gun freaking amazing game. It is so fun. I've already recommended it to people, and yeah, really good. Okay, 2 more games. Only 2 more, and they are good ones. Very, very good ones. First of all, I got this when me and a buddy, Eric, went to Salem, and we went to a game store called Game Crazy, I believe, and there's 2 of them in Salem. Pretty sure we went to the south one, and I traded in a bunch of games for one game, one little Game Boy game. And it must have been a pretty good Game Boy game if I traded in a bunch of games for it. And it was. It indeed is kind of a spendy one, too. That is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Radical Rescue for Game Boy. And this is a really cool game. This is like if you took Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 or 2 for Game Boy and then mixed it with the mechanics of, like, Metroid. So it's a lot of exploration. You have to go find, like, all of your buddies in this giant maze, and then once you find, like, say, Donatello, then you can actually switch to Donatello and use him as a playable character, so eventually you have, I believe, 4 playable characters, I would assume, unless there's extras. But yeah, this is a really good game, and it's kind of hard to find. I've literally never seen a physical copy of this before, so when I saw it, I knew I had to have it. Copyright Billy Chaser. Okay, last freaking game that I got. I am so so excited about this. I got this from a dude that I talk to all the time on Facebook. He watches my videos. He doesn't really comment on my videos, but we always talk online on Facebook, and he shows me his pickups, and I talk about my pickups and stuff. And well, he got something that I was insanely jealous of, and he decided to be really cool and trade it to me. The manual's not perfect. That may be part of his reasoning for it, but it doesn't matter to me. This game has become incredibly hard to find. I had a copy of this complete in box years and years ago, and I traded it to somebody that's not even a friend of mine anymore, bastard. So it's just been one of those, like, I have, my PlayStation collection has not felt complete without this game for so damn long, and that is Torneko: The Last Hope, one of the Dragon Warrior spin-off games. And, okay, so little known fact is there is a Torneko game, and I think it's very similar to this, or maybe even based on this, for the Super Famicom. I do have a repro of that, which is very fun. This was really cool, though. I really played this a lot when I got it. It's a dungeon crawling, overhead RPG, very stripped down RPG, complete in box. And the disc is full of cat hair. But, probably just got cat hair in my beer, honestly. But, the thing is the dungeons are randomly generated, like, let's see, what's another game like that? Like Azuna on DS. So every time you go in the dungeon, it's different, and then you bring out items, and then you have your own little store so you can sell the items, and it's just a ton of fun. This is a game that you can easily get addicted to. This game used to be, when I traded it was like a $10 game complete in box. Now this game goes for roughly about $50 complete in box. It's super hard to find, and the only flaw with this one kind of sucks because it's right on the front of the cover, but it's actually not easy to see at first. But yeah, it's got a little bit of wrinkling, and I don't know, I guess it's maybe water damage, but I don't care. I don't care. I've missed this game so much, so much, and I criminally underplayed this when I had it, you know, when I was in my like late 20s or whatever, and now it's not going to get ignored at all. So that's it. Torneko, there's your freaking topping. That's the best game I got for sure this time, in my opinion. Though the Odyssey was pretty badass, and getting, you know, 10 cases of IPA was just awesome. So cheers. Thank you to Ryan for that. So that's it. That's all the pickups. Walk away knowing that you need to get this game. That's what I have to say about that. And play Ni no Kuni. The second one's coming out. I know there's a lot of hype. Doesn't matter. The game's freaking awesome. I know there are some people who don't like it, but I think it's awesome. So that's all I have for you guys. Let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite pickup? Have you ever played Torneko? And if you haven't, you need to play this. This is an amazing game. And also Ice Climber. Very good game, and I never really hear people talk about this. Oh, and it's a flat top version. I didn't mention that. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of the games that I got. And got a bunch more videos on the way. New review coming very, very soon. It's actually getting filmed here in just a little bit, so I've been promising it for a very long time, so be prepared for that. Subscribe, you know, if you're here, you may as well, and thumbs it up, that'd be awesome. Share my videos, that'd be freaking sweet. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you very much for watching. So happy I got all this stuff. Keep rocking the retro games. My girlfriend's doing the horns back there.